Hi, my name is Morgan Norman and I'm a photographer and director. And today I'm going to talk about Lupo's new action panel, the full color version. And I've been playing around with this one for around 1 month now, and I'm going to share with you some of my experience and some of my thoughts. And I'm going to talk about some technical specs, design, and what I generally think about it. And as I always say, I'm not like a technical photographer or director, but I will try to walk you through some of it at least. So here we go. The brightness is 5000 lux at 1 meter. It weighs around 2 kilos and the size is around 20 times 20 and it's around 10 centimeters thick. So it's quite small. And as with all the full colors Lupo, you have 4 different modes. You have the RGB WW mode, which is basically that you can control the separate channels, red, green and blue. And you have the hue saturation mode, HSI, which is basically full control over all colors. It's like playing around with hue saturation in Photoshop, but you do it with your LED panel. And then you have CCT, it's the color temperature mode, and it goes from 2800 Kelvin to 10,000. And you can also control the tint, magenta and green, which is good when it comes to skin tone or if you just want to fine adjust. And then you have special effects, which is some kind of, I don't know, if you make a movie and you want police cars or a party or something, you have these presets. For me, as a still photographer and a filmmaker, I mainly use the color temperature mode, which is great because when you have that mode, you have most power, you get most lux, most light. I also use the HSI mode, which is great because you can get any color. It's like, you don't need gels, physical gels, you can just use that mode. The special effect modes, for me it's more like something to play with, like a toy more. I don't know, maybe some people use that, I don't. And the RGB mode I don't really use either because I think the HSI mode is much better for me at least. When it comes to the design, I've been shooting with Lupo since they basically first started with the first super panel, the daylight one. And I think when I look at the action panel, a lot has happened. And generally, the design feels more design. The shape is much more professional, it's more solid, it's more luxurious in one way. I also noticed that they have upgraded the control buttons, the control wheels. The new buttons feel so much more accurate and more tactile, which I really love. And again, more solid and more professional. I think that's a great upgrade. So in general, how I use the action panel, full color. I mean, it's great for location shoots and traveling. It's lightweight, it's compact, and it's really powerful. I mean, you can carry 4 of those beasts in 2 bags, and then you have your own portable studio. But I also use them in my own studio, but more as a backup light, like an additional light, when it comes to maybe to set a nice highlight or to set a backlight, or if you want to color something or just get that, extra bling. So yeah, that's how I generally use this LED panel. So what's the verdict? Well, in my opinion, it's small, it's portable, and it's really powerful. And it's a great light for location shoots, run and gun shoots, traveling, but also as a backup light. So I think it's a really good LED panel when it comes to that. The downside is, I said this before, but I think the menu system, and this goes for all Lupo LEDs, it's a bit complicated and a bit old school in my opinion. I mean, the first time you use it, it's a bit tricky to handle it. But then again, I mean, when you tried it a couple of times, it's really easy. But I hope and wish that they will change this menu system in the future. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, I think that's it for today. So thank you for listening to me, and take care now, and wash your hands.